Shalom. First and foremost, all praises, glory, and honor be unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Racha HaKodash. Double honors to our elder apostles as well as the elder bishops who labored to teach us in this truth. Salutations to the hopeful elect out there pushing this word in truth, sincerity, and indeed. I'm your brother Kapatazar from the Great Millstone Chicago branch, coming at you another real quick, Lord willing, edifying lesson. Without further ado, let's get right into it.
Like, bro, as soon as I get paid, I have all these bills stacked up, bro, that shit wipes me clean. Like, fuck, I got no money left over. Making $100,000 a year doesn't get you anywhere nowadays.
Hi guys, I'm really stressed today. I just went to the grocery store, bought 10 items, and it was $80 freaking already. I literally have $10 left on my account. So a little backstory. I got laid off from my job a month ago. And I've been applying for jobs months before I got laid off. Sent out hundreds of resumes already. Applied to hundreds of jobs on the internet, remote and on-site. Tailored my resume to every position that I applied using ChatGPT. Went to only a few interviews. And still nothing. Like, what the f going on with America right now? Like, it's so freaking hard to live here. Like, I'm gonna stay positive. I'm gonna keep applying for jobs. I'm gonna keep showing up. But man, my bills are not going to wait.
Y'all, I just went today and got my driver's license renewed, my car tags renewed, picked up 2 prescriptions, and got a few groceries. To say that I'm completely broke now is an understatement. So I'm going to have to go home and start selling off my furniture to be able to live the rest of the month. I mean, that's just, it's unbelievable. And my heart hurts today. Truly hurts for people who are not able. And we're living in some rough times, really rough times. And we need to be praying for all those around us who are not as fortunate as we are to be able to do the things that we need to do. I'm not talking about extras. I'm not talking about going on vacation and doing fun things. I'm talking about living, taking care of your vehicle if you can even afford a vehicle, putting groceries on the table, buying medicine, the things you have to do. It's sad. It's very sad.
Yeah, it's a really sad thing here. You know, we have a generation that is right now trying to survive in the U.S. and they're doing it at a time that it is so difficult with the rising costs. I really do feel for the younger generation and even for the older generation. I mean, you're hearing the stories here that it's just so difficult right now. You go and do a few things and it's like your bank account is empty, and that is the reality. Money goes by so quickly, and the reason why is because primarily, in my opinion, wages have not kept up here in the US. That's a fact. And also the cost of everything has gone up so dramatically that right now it's just not lining up. It's really, really, really difficult to make ends meet. And you do.
And yeah, and the crazy shit is really just beginning. They ain't even ramped it up yet. And Americans already complaining, crying foul. You know, my man's in the beginning of the video, he said he make $100K living in California. He's still broke, you know, which is crazy because I don't make close to $100K, you know, but I can't imagine getting that type of money and still coming up short, you see. Now, is a part of that money management? Yeah. You know, we just got to keep it real. It's just the fact that when you making $100K, money management, you know what I mean, the money management being a critical aspect of your life, you know, you don't really look at it like that. It's like, man, I make $100K. I shouldn't have to penny pinch. I shouldn't be living paycheck to paycheck. But unfortunately, that's the reality. in America for some Americans. So, imagine the ones in California that ain't making 100K. Imagine the ones in, New York, Miami, places where, DC, Chicago, where I live, places where, the cost of living is a bit more than, other parts of America. You see, the struggle is real and it's chewing people up. And it's only going to get realer. It's only going to get more severe. I said that the effects of these tariffs, all right, in this so-called trade war, they haven't sunk their teeth into the economy, into the everyday life of the American yet. But that's coming. That's coming. And it's all set up. They're doing this to put the squeeze on the people, to slowly and gradually collapse and crash the system so they can usher in the digital reset, which is going to lead to the MOTB, the mark of the beast. Okay? But these are the growing pains that lead to it. All right? And like I said, it's really just the beginning. It's just getting started. All right? This is the book of Ecclesiastes 12:1. Remember now thy creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not, nor the years draw nigh, when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them, right? You see, the evil days are upon us. It's at the door at this point. I said it months ago. It's going to be all gas, no brakes from the elections until. All right. And ever since November, all right, shit just been getting realer and realer. It's getting ready to ramp up to be a hot summer and a cold ass winter. Okay. Verse 2, while the sun or the light or the moon or the stars be not darkened, nor the clouds return after the rain, in the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble. What are the keepers of the house? Your economists. When they're telling you, hey, all right, hey, it's getting ready to be one. You turn on your news, you got economists saying, hey, there's going to be dire consequences for Trump's trade war. Okay? Everything comes from China. To which, China, they just gonna sell the shit to Mexico. Mexico don't go there and sell it to America. It's all a big scam. But nonetheless, they're gonna use this crisis as a means to widen the gap between the rich and the poor. All right? This is gonna vanquish what's left of the so-called middle class, if there is any. I don't even think the middle class exists in America anymore, to be honest with you. You either got a whole lot of it or you're a have-not, really. You live in check to check. You are the poor or you the working poor. And then there's from the poor to the working poor to the rich. That's it. Ain't no fucking in between no more. All right? That's over with. It says, and the strong men shall bow themselves. All right? It says, and the grinders cease because they are few, and those that look out of the window be darkened, right? Salakia. So the grinders ceasing is the job situation. That's what the young lady was talking about. She was putting in applications for months, and this is the norm for people with college degrees. This is a norm unless you know somebody. You're going to be putting in thousands and thousands and thousands of applications to get nothing. You're going to get nothing. A lot of them jobs these people are paying for, Salakia, a lot of them jobs these people are applying for, the AI is going to take over. You see? And so they're going to have to come with a universal basic income. They're going to have to provide some sort of supplement for the loss of income due to the AI that's coming, man. You see? Which that universal basic income, that's just going to be a Band-Aid on a gunshot wound, That's not going to do much. It's only going to pacify people for a little bit until they come with some more of it. And then they're going to say, hey, well, if you want this continued benefit, you're going to have to be inoculated with whatever we want to inoculate you with. And you're going to eventually have to take this implant, this digital implant, so we can keep track of you and keep track of your spending and make you the product. That's the end goal. See? It says, and those that look out of the windows be darkened, meaning the future is very, very glum. All right? They don't see a good future. All right? It says, verse 4, and the doors shall be shut in the streets when the sound of the grinding is low. And you see that now. You go downtown Chicago, what used to be a booming commercial retail industry is done for now. It's a ghost town. It's full of boarded up doors and windows, homeless people and junkies. You know, that's what a booming and bustling retail section of downtown used to look like. Now that shit is over. You know, you go down to like River North, that shit is over. Like I said, you know, Hudson Street, you know what I mean, it'll be booming in the summertime, but that's damn near like Gotham City. You rolling the dice out there because, again, there's a heavy criminal element, you know, right in the midst of all the bars and shit. And those ain't even finna be busting like that because everything's getting more expensive. The club scene is dying, you know? I remember, hey man, before the vid, before the CO vid, man, look, used to go up to the north side, like Logan Square area, Wicker Park area, man, that shit used to be busting, man. People were selling shit, you know, food. You know, it had a nightlife, you know, everybody was outside. That shit is over now, man. It's done. It's done. All right. It says, and the door shall be shut in the streets when the sound of the grinding is low. And he shall rise up at the voice of the bird, and all the daughters of music shall be brought low. Right. So, hey, the entertainment industry is through. All right. The music is trash. Hollywood is done. They're going woke. They're going broke. The film industry is through. People ain't going to see movies no more. People don't. Entertainment industry is done. NBA ratings are at an all-time low. You know, people don't have the money to go out and go to these events anymore. They're not buying pay-per-views. You know, all the entertainment, everything is just through because the jobs are gone. The grinding has ceased, man. Okay? This is the picture of America now, man. Let me get a couple more. It was this one girl, Jake right here. He talking about how, hold on, let me just.
Now, people that making $20 an hour, I'm like, man, how are they surviving? Like, this is insane. Fast food places are paying $20 an hour now. So $20 an hour is the new $10 an hour. Obviously, all.
See that? $20 an hour is the new $10 an hour. Why? Because the currency has been devalued. All right? The currency has been devalued. The price and the quality of goods hasn't increased. Actually, the quality of the goods we get has decreased. But what? The value of the dollar has decreased exponentially, and it's going to continue to decrease exponentially. So your dollar doesn't go as far anymore. It hasn't kept up with the cost. Like she said, wages have not kept up with the cost of living. All right. And this is what you have now. The value of the dollar has been diminished. But the industries and corporations, the people they hire, they haven't given them a compatible wage with the cost of living. Okay, wages have remained stagnant for years, decades. It hasn't kept up. So now what do you see going? A squeeze.
This is relative to where you live. So my $20 an hour where I live in Northern Virginia may be your $16 an hour, or maybe your $30 an hour. It all really depends on where you live. Like, I can't be the only one that sees this stuff. Like, I can't be the only one that understands what's going on. And it honestly worries me that there's some people out there that make less than that. Like, think about the people out there that's making minimum wage. Like, probably have to work 2 or 3 jobs just to make up for, you know, a livable income. It's insane.
I'm just mad. I'm just mad anymore.
Single mother.
My kid, but we're not.
The hell would you single mother?
$1,000 a month. How many people in America is?
And I'm so done. It shouldn't be this way. And I know that it's not just this way for me.
Living in America is freaking ridiculous right now. 2 to 3 grand on average. You need to make 2 to 3 times that. $9,000 a month. How many people with regular bachelor degrees are even making that? No one. Not a lot of people. No one wants to live with roommates. That's not the answer. Everybody deserves a safe and clean space. There's no reason why so many people should be roommating, or you can't even buy yourself your own house. It's not, this is horrible.
And I completely agree.
Yeah. Housing is done. BlackRock is buying up all the single family homes. So you won't be able to own a house, which shit. You never own anything in America. You can pay a house completely off. Don't pay that property taxes. The bank gonna come and snatch your shit. Foreclose on you. You know. But again, corporations buying up all the homes. So you will have no choice but to rent. And the rent is skydamn high. So you're going to need roommates. And what does that mean? To all the independent women out there, you're going to have to share a nigga. You know, you want a man with a good job, you're going to have to share that nigga. That's just it. You know? Hey, man, you might end up having to move in with a dude and this girl. And y'all going to have to share that nigga. Y'all going to have to share income, responsibilities. It's going to be a lot of teamwork around this motherfucker. You know, teamwork is going to make that dream work. You see? It's going to be a great humbling going on in America, man. And this is, like I said, this is just the beginnings of it, man. Wait till it really, really gets real. Wait till we really start to feel the effects of these tariffs. If they continue on this route that they're going, because it's looking like the elites are setting up this trade war where neither party wants to give in. All right. And so these two superpowers in the United States and China, they're just going to have to bump heads, which is going to shock the entire global economy. Okay? It's going to directly affect and stall the entire global economy, man. So everybody, not just the United States, but everybody around the world is going to feel it. It could potentially cause a global recession, which is going to drive prices even more up. It's going to drive even more job loss. Like I said, all of this is orchestrated, man. It's been totally planned out. And they're implementing their plan in bits, gradually. Implementing that squeeze in order to bring Americans and the rest of the world to their knees. You see? So that they can give in to their diabolical plan, which is the Great Reset, the digital reset, the New World Order. All right? This is the beginning stages of the New World Order. And people just going to have to get used to it. The men of the Lord have been warning via the Holy Scriptures for decades now. And now the things that, you know, it brings a smile on my face because the things that we've been prophesying through the Holy Spirit for years now, over a decade now, you know, for the apostles, the elder apostles on down, shit, decades now. It's finally here. Okay? And this is how we know we're at the end. Okay? We are at the end. Great sorrows are here, man. Or this is the beginning of sorrows. See? So, hey, stay locked in. Stay locked in. The elect gonna eat. All right? The elect is gonna eat. Let me get that. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 24, verse 7. It says, the new wine mourneth, the vine languisheth, all the merry-hearted do sigh. See? At once people, people used to feel on top of the world. Got that degree. People used to get that good job. Living that American dream. That shit over with now. They told their kids, they gave their kids the same blueprint. You're going to go to school, get a degree, take out your student loans or what have you, get you a good job, get married, buy a house, raise children, rinse and repeat, or so they thought. How about Shimi Awashai threw a whole wrench in that plan? Okay? That was all a dream. It was all an illusion of grandeur. Okay? And a lot of these Americans, or the majority of these Americans, they got sucked into that bullshit. A lot of you Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans got sucked into that bullshit. Especially the Northern Kingdom, man. Y'all immigrated from your countries to come here, the land of opportunity, to follow the playbook that they gave you, only to find out it was all a fucking lie. You've only been left in debt and turned into a wage slave. You could have stayed in your home country for this bullshit. It says, the mirth of tabrets ceaseth, the noise of them that rejoice endeth, the joy of the harp ceaseth. Right, man. It ain't no good times. It ain't celebration. Celebrate good times. That shit over with. That shit over with, man. Niggas came to America with the celebrate good. That shit is done. Smoked. Over with. All right? You out here paying, goddammit. You going to the grocery store, you get 4 items. That shit's $75, $80. You like, man, what the hell? You get a bag of rice, 2 packs of chicken. That shit damn near $50. Like, what the hell? Hey, man, the other day I went down the street, man. I went and got a bogus ass jerk chicken Alfredo bowl. That shit was $27. I said, never again, bro. Never again. A little ass bowl. No sides, no drink. Just a bowl was $27, bro. You understand? This was a black-owned restaurant in the hood, bro. $27, bro. That shit over with. It says, they shall not drink wine, verse 9, they shall not drink wine with a song. Strong drink shall be bitter to them that drink it. It says, the city of confusion is broken down. Every house is shut up that no man may come in. Yeah, desolation. Poverty. Okay? Economic downturn or economic desolation. This is what you see going on in America now, man. You go into these different suburbs, they all toe down and shit. Some suburbs is keeping it together, but hey, for the most part, the majority of America is raggedy. Raggedy. What kept these suburbs up was manufacturing jobs, factory jobs. When they were producing things in America and cost of living was low and wages kept up with cost of living, you had booming populations in different suburbs outside of the big cities. You see, but due to capitalism and corporate greed, they shipped all those jobs outside. They shipped them to Mexico, to Thailand, India, to pay those people pennies, crumbs. You see? And what happened? The suburban America suffered. Now everybody's struggling. Says, verse 11, there is crying for wine in the streets. All joy is darkened. The mirth of the land is gone. See? The mirth, the joy, the gladness, the happiness, the euphoria of living in America. That shit gone. It's done. Call HALALWAYAH, how about Shimmy Shai? These proud ass Americans, hey, they getting abased out here, man. See, Judah don't know. Judah don't know what the fuck going on in America, man. Judah busy in their debauchery and folly and killing each other. Chasing hair weave and eyelashes, man. That's what Judah doing. Judah ain't gonna understand what the fuck hit them until they go to the grocery store and a loaf of bread is $25. That's when Judah gonna start scratching their head like, huh? And just start stealing shit and get gunned down in the parking lot. You see? That's what's going to befall Judah. But the rest of these tribes and the rest of these heathen in America, this is how they feeling. This is what they're realizing, man. The mirth is gone, man. The club scene is dead. The strip clubs are dead. All right. The men that got jobs, they not trying to date these American hoes. They like, look, man, if I'm going to deal with a hoe, hey, man, I'm going to go to some foreign country where one American dollar is like 100 of theirs, man, and I'm a ball out. I'm going to get the best hoe money can buy in this foreign land, and I'm going to get treated like a king. And if I got to go on a 3 to 6 month, all right, monk mode stage to afford my ticket and my Airbnb to do so, then that's just what it is. And that's what men are doing now. You see? The nightlife, all that shit was it was supported by men, working class men. Now the working class men have to save. They got a penny pinch now. They trying to get more bang for their buck, so they ain't going outside. They ain't trying to take these hoes on dates. That shit over with, man. See? And those are the ones that do got jobs. The men that ain't working, you can forget about it. We coming to a point now, man. Hey, man, niggas just finna start taking shit. Literally. All right? Ain't no going out on dates. Niggas finna be dining and dashing. Niggas finna be looting grocery stores, stealing shit. This is the next level. This is the next step. The first stages of this is the complaining, the crying, the head in the hands. Oh my God, what happened? Confusion. That's the first step. The second step is action. You see? The day's coming, hey, motherfuckers about to be outside getting active now. They gonna say, hey, fuck feeling depressed, fuck the crying. I'm just finna go out here and take something now. What did Gerald Celente say? When people have nothing to lose, they what? Lose it. And that's the next step. And as people starting to lose it and start taking action and getting active, then the step after that is containment, martial law. You see? The takeover. You see? That's the next step. But hey, go on ahead and cry, man. All right, the men of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai rejoicing. I'm going to end it with that. What's that, Isaiah 66? Or is it 65? Because the servant's going to eat, Jack. The servant's going to eat, man. It might be 65. Yep. This is the book of Isaiah 65 and 13. Therefore, just saith Yahweh power, behold, my servants shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. Behold, my servants shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty. Behold, my servants shall rejoice, but ye shall be ashamed. Behold, my servants shall sing for joy of heart, but ye shall cry for sorrow of heart, and shall howl for vexation of spirit. Call halal Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai. Shalom. Hope this was edifying. Abba Ball.